Hello, hello. I don't know why you can't see it. There it goes. Just takes it a second sometimes. Just takes it a minute. You can't see me either. It's fine. There we go. Hello, how is everybody doing today? Big Bird, Night Owl, welcome, welcome. So here's the question that we have to ask. Night Owl, you're correct. I probably could finish today. I've been doing pretty good about getting 3 nights in 2 or 3. But here's the question. Do we want to try and go back and fix Myrtle and Aqua's friendship? I did look up because I was like, I don't know what I did wrong because they don't come. And I looked it up. So if you give Myrtle the wrong drink, she gives you like two times to give her a drink, but if you give her the wrong drink the first time, then Aqua doesn't even order a drink. That says, I think the question is, do you want to? Fair, you're absolutely right, and I do want to. So, because here's the thing I was just looking at, because I was looking at the days, and they only come in on day 2, and then like Aqua comes back. And so the thing is if you give Myrtle the wrong drink first, then Aqua doesn't even order a drink. So why even ask us? Because I'm a glutton for what you guys want me to do, and if you said, don't do it, then I'd be like, okay, and I would just play. It's valid. Big Ward says, do you want to see how this playthrough ends and then go back? Possible. But so I found it really interesting though, so I was looking through to see like, yeah, they come in on day 2, and then I was scrolling through to see if they ever came back in except for that last day. And look at this. There was someone that could have come in on the 28th and then didn't. And then someone who could have come in on the 30th and then didn't. I'm guessing that's Myrtle? Selson says, oh my god, Selson says, how many days would we have to replay without messing up after? Well, I think I would just have to do the days that they come in on, because it's not gonna, their storyline doesn't really affect the other people's too much, as far as I can tell. They don't seem to interact with the other people. So my thought was I would just have to do day 2 and then the last day. Nidal says you can always look up the other endings on YouTube. Yeah, but then I wouldn't be perfect, and I want to be perfect. So yeah, that's the only thing, is if I redid day 2, would I have to testing yet again? What are you testing, Siak? Did you not know how to type in the chat all of a sudden? No, says I think that is true if I recall from the previous game. Yeah, I think if I just did day 2, but the question is this person, this mystery person who didn't come in, connected? Yeah, days they weren't there won't change. But who could have come in on Thursday that didn't come in on Thursday? Stream it was connected to last night's chat. That's weird. So I guess here's the... Oh, you were telling Bingo he could look up the other endings. Yes. So yeah, here's the question. Do we think it would be easier and or make more sense for me to just finish this playthrough? Or should I fix it now before I get to the end? Tick had to reboot to disconnect and get in here today. That's just weird. Let's see how. Retcon. So Selson, are you're voting for me to fix it? Night Owl's voting for me to fix it now. Okay. Let's fix it now. Let's get the happy ending all the way through. Because, let's be honest, if I did it the other way around, make sure you save first in case you can't travel through time. It's fine. Because let's be honest, if I did it the other way, if I finished the game tonight and then didn't go back, I probably wouldn't do the other ending on stream or something. And realistically, we want the happiest of endings. And thankfully, Myrtle and Aqua don't come in very often, so I don't have to fix a whole lot or like replay a whole lot. And thankfully, they have this really nice replay feature. I don't think it matters if I look at any of these things, but... Night Owl, could you do me a favor? I know the internet has all of the drinks up there. Could you look at the drinks so that I make sure I don't mess these up? Cafe latte with lots of honey. So he wants coffee, milk, and honey. Well, it'd probably be coffee, honey, milk. I am on day 2. Siak says, if you want to see nearly all the relationships fail, let me play the game. So since you think they'd visit their favorite coffee place more often if they were BFFs, right? Yeah, they don't come in very often, and their storyline is slightly separate from the other people. All the other people are kind of intermingling, whereas Aqua and Myrtle kind of just talk to each other. Which I get. And then, so yeah, what happened the first time I did this is whatever Myrtle ordered the first time, I messed it up, and then she gave me another chance, and I got her drink, and she seemed happy. So we thought, as a player, we thought it was fine, but then Aqua didn't order anything. And I looked it up, and if you get Myrtle's drink right the first time, day 2. We're on day 2, Seahawk. And Night Owl. You're not gonna find the answers faster than Night Owl. I don't know why you're looking it up, Seahawk. So yeah, if you mess up Myrtle's drink the first time, then Aqua just doesn't even order anything. Lucas wants a bee and Buzzy. What day were we on? It was gonna be the 1st of October. They do need relationship counseling for Mr. Hyde. Okay. Coffee. Bee and Buzzy. Coffee, honey, milk. Okay, I did have it correct, but I'm glad to confirm. Because I know we got these right. Normally I wouldn't be like wanting to cheat, but I know we got these right the first time. Okay, I just need to make sure I have George's locket. I don't think, or lighter. I don't think he comes in today.
Flavor.
But you even made it look so fancy. He's taking a picture. It's too sweet even for me. It's something I drink a lot back in the day. You had them in place of meals. Did I not do this right? Nado says you don't want to mess up a drink you got correct the first time, and this way you play it faster. Yes, thank you. Maybe I didn't give him this the first time until eventually I moved to my old group's house. See, maybe that's the reason you can't handle coffee anymore. As much as I love coffee, drinking it to replace meals isn't really recommended. Even with lots of honey? even with lots of honey and milk. All turns into acid in your stomach. What did I give him the first time I did this? Not great if that's all you had. What a bummer. Solved one of my life's biggest mysteries, probably. Lucas is a little dumb, but that's okay. We love him anyway. Alright, this should be Aqua and Myrtle. What did I not give him a Bean Buzzy the first time? I would have had to. But yeah, I would hate to accidentally mess up somebody else replaying this. Myrtle is a shy Adeni. And I think we did make her that. I think I just didn't make her that the first time is where I went wrong. A shy Adeni. It's one spiced milk tea, so one of these. Okay, tea. Nope, that's green tea. Tea. Ginger. Nope, that's the masala chai. I can read. I can do this. Tea, milk, cinnamon.
It's tea time.
Yeah, and I think that's why I couldn't tell that we messed it up, because when we did it, she seemed happy with it. She just wasn't happy with it the first time. She was happy with it the second time, and so it didn't seem like I messed up. One shy Adeni sashaying in. Thanks. Enjoy. So then Aqua didn't order anything, and then therefore they weren't happy enough to ever come back to the coffee shop. That was it. Good. I think you nailed it. Glad to hear that. Selson said, misread cinnamon as champagne. That would be a very different cup of tea. Did you say shy Adeni? Yes. Put a little cardamom and other spices in it, just so it lives up to the spiced part at least. I see. Suppose you tried it because of the documentary I told you about the other day. Yeah. Watched it yesterday with pulling an all-nighter. Sounded interesting, but I couldn't remember the name. I guess I'm ready to order too. Ah, okay. Certainly. What will it be? I see you have new tea selections on the shelves. Are those butterfly pea flowers I see? Yes, good eye. I've had them before. Pretty often, actually. Especially in the office. How do you like it prepared usually? I like it best when brewed with a lot of mint. Could you make it that way for me? Sure. Then I'll have a blue pea tea with lots of mint, please. It sounds gross. I'm just not a big mint person. Now, it is possible to get some drinks around for some characters that won't change the story. Might have given Lucas something else the first time, but it was still fine. That's probably what happened, because I imagine I gave him something similar, because I remember him making the comment about it being too sweet or something. So I must have just given him something similar. I might have had the right ingredients, but in the wrong order, probably. Blue pea tea with lots of mint. Okay, so she...
No! Tea now! Tea now! Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's literally called Aqua's Tranquility. Literally. There's no way I would have messed that up. I'm so sad that she just didn't order it because... So it makes sense though why it helps fix their relationship, because then she's all like, oh, I see, you ordered that because you watched that documentary I told you about. One special tea coming up. Looks nice, doesn't it? I was going to comment on that. The color reminds me of the sea. Yes. How is it? It's really good. I'm happy you like it. When I feel very anxious, I often make this tea. I usually put a little sugar and lemon salt in it too. Really? Salt? Yes. So what's next? You're gonna try that salted butter tea too? I thought you were the one who was gonna try it, Myrtle. As if. Couldn't even begin to imagine how that'd taste. Though I wonder how different that'd be from just using plain cream. Still, no on the salt. I told Myrtle about a documentary on hot drinks around the world the other day. They had a lot of strange recipes. You should try watching it too, Raven. Who knows? It might inspire you to make some new drinks. Sure, sounds interesting enough. What's the documentary called? Overflowing Warmth, Comforting Beverages Around the World. The name sounds plain, but the content can be a bit unique. But it's got plenty of normal drinks, too. I'll check it out later. Thanks, Miss Aqua. You're welcome. Now I'm ready to tackle the night. Now they're going to talk about the contract stuff. Yeah, they're in a much better mood than last time, so that it explains how just the warm drink can affect their relationship. Would be nice if you heard what I'm actually saying and not what you think I'm saying. What do you mean by that? Sorry, just a second. Oh, I think I better go. I have to help prepare a report for a presentation tomorrow. Alright. Are you gonna be okay? Yes, I think so. How about you, Myrtle? I think I'll stay for a bit. Oh. Okay. Then I'll see you around, Raven. Bye, Miss Aqua. Safe trip home. Power of a good hot beverage. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure I made her the shy identity the second time. They just didn't talk about it the same way. Selson says, that was your chance to walk her home, Myrtle. Yeah, but she's irritated with her right now. What are you talking about? Of course it's not that. Things change when you start involving money in anything. What was the last thing Lucas said to her? Whoops. You're not sure if you want to commit. Okay. She says, what are you talking about? Of course it's not that. Well, can't really argue with that. I know how some of these companies work. They're looking for ideas from the small guys and find a way to pluck things they want from the project, then trash the rest. No respect for the effort whatsoever. Publisher may be one of her favorites, but that doesn't mean they're a good company. Especially with that garbage contract. It really shows what they truly are. Right. I really like working with her on the game. I honestly do. I love hearing what she wants to tell with her game. We're also not bound by some brand company rules or anything. So brainstorming ways to incorporate our ideas into the game is interesting and more enjoyable. A good change from what I do during the day as a game designer. Right? I love that I'm just like, do tell. You should probably tell her these things, not me. I just want her to understand that I'm just worried about her. All valid reasons. Yeah, Raven is right. Though I wonder, did you say any of that to your pal at all? What? Why would I do that? Why would you not do that? Yo, Lucas being the voice of reason here is not great. Not to be creepy or anything, but when I overheard you guys, it's creepy. Right, sorry. So, me being creepy aside, obviously you thought a lot about this. But like, if all you talked about was how dumb the contract was, and not any of what you just said, whew, if I were in her position, I'd feel pretty bummed too. Because I'd be wondering if my partner still had my back, you know? Like, if they even care at all. Because it sounds like the project is her baby. Just like you said, work and relationships don't mix well. So it wouldn't be too far out if she worries about all the same stuff you do. Right? Come on, Myrtle, you cannot let Lucas be the smart one here. Now, having said that, I feel even more like an ass about what happened yesterday. Hindsight is really 20/20, huh? Talking about Miss Riona. I guess it can come off that way. Just thought it'd be a given she'd understand where I'm coming from. Maybe I'm taking things for granted. It's me who didn't trust her, and I just didn't want things to change. Embarrassing. Some friend I am, huh? Friend. Come on. You guys belong together, obviously. I'm leaving. Bye! Lytle said she's going to get advice from Lucas. I think I would be the better counselor. Alright, he's giving me the stuff. Seok says, sometimes you need to hear something out loud before you're brave enough to talk to the right person. He says, why would I communicate thoughts and feelings about something? Who knows? Okay. Finished the day. Alright, so now I should be able to, yeah, so we have not done October 1st as we were at. So my question is, it doesn't look like they either of them come in until this day. I'm assuming they both come in that day, but somebody else could have come in on the 28th, and I'm curious if doing that changed anything for this day. Yeah, I'm saying that's what my thought too. So this is day 10. Because I'm curious if that was going to be one of the two of them that we missed. First we have all of the cops though. But maybe somebody else would have come in and talked to Riona, because she comes in at the very end of this. Oh yeah, he tells me all his ghost stories and stuff first. My best guess is it's going to be Myrtle or Aqua. And that's what changed, is they come back. Oh, that's right. He gave me the lighter so I could make him the drink that we set on fire. Which I think is not in here though, right? There it is. Coffee, honey, lemon. Because I've done it already, thankfully. Coffee, honey, lemon. Viewer said, I feel bad I did not figure out what the two cameo characters were. That's funny. And then I have to give him back his lighter or bad things will happen. It's okay, I mean, I haven't played the games, but I didn't realize he was supposed to be a cameo character either. Yeah, so you've got McQueen and Dooley is his name. And then he leaves. Riona comes in. Cup of tea, some lemon, and a touch of honey. It just bothers me. Midsummer Night's Dream. Tea, lemon. Yeah, we made Georgie's drink already. What does Riona need? Touch of honey. I'm assuming it's the Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I made her last time at least. She gives me her information. to Georgie. Trying to look up the day. Oh, we're getting something new. Aside from all that, was he okay? What did she say? Okay, he's talking about, she is talking about, Lucas. And when he got all wet and stuff, and I hope he didn't get sick. Aside from all that, was he okay? Considering the situation you mentioned earlier, I mean, Well, he happily asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Probably for the best. Could have been entertaining, though. I ended up taking him for a drive, though, as I needed to take care of my unfinished business. A late-night delivery? No, I was buying a pie. At midnight? Yes. Why concerned you may have a competitor? No, not at all. Maybe a little bit. Oh, Raven, you will be fine. Sort of want to know just so I can inform Officer Georgie about it. Oh? Why? His daughter loves pies. When his car was vandalized, Officer Georgie had plans to buy pies for his family's get-together. But the report took a while and the weather was bad. And by the time he was able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed. I see. But he takes pride in being a Seattleite, so I wonder if he knows about it already. Well, there's a very small kiosk attached to a pub, very easy to miss. The spot is known as Disco Pie, and it serves fresh pies until 1 a.m. Interesting. Good to know, thanks. Getting back to the story, though. You both went for pies, then... Yes, and that seemed to fascinate him for some reason. What did you each get? He ordered a slice of warm apple crumble with a scoop of French vanilla ice cream on top. And a large cup of piping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Ouch. I feel betrayed, truly. Oh. But it was my suggestion since I thought he needed to warm up. Double ouch! I apologize. I'll live. Little piece of advice though. A glass of warm water might be better for the inebriated. Coffee's not the best at retaining fluids and thus preventing hangovers. Oh, that's really good information to know. This is why you are the best barista, Raven. Thank you. Okay, my feelings are hurt slightly less now. And what did you get for yourself? I had a slice of hibiscus blueberry mint pie myself. And just so you know, I did not order anything to drink. Good. Right? Tellison, how dare they cheat on me? Drinks aside, what an interesting combination for a pie. How did you like it? I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus here too, don't you? I'll remember to order it next time. Please do. And so, we continued our conversation afterwards. That was when he told me he had not given up on his goal, despite the many disappointments with his team. He also told me why he does not drive at all. Really? Why? It is... On second thought, it may be better to hear the story directly from him. Another time. I apologize. No problem. I understand. We also discussed quite a few things we have in common. Really? Yes, surprisingly. And before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 a.m. Must have been a gripping conversation. I am not sure. However, his exhaustion seems to finally catch up with him then, so I drove him home. Weren't you tired as well? No. Interesting, I was not expecting that much different conversation about her and Lucas.
It's Monday night. It must be Frito pie with Wolf brand chili.
I made it just the way you like it. Perfect.
That sounds gross, actually. So, let's see. Yeah, there's still a fourth person that could come in that didn't. Okay. Nidal said Riona and Lucas are mutually exclusive to that day. If Riona didn't like coffee talk, then she won't be there and you'll get Lucas instead. Okay. So it's not that I could get... It's one or the other. I see. So I'd have to do like a whole nother playthrough where I mess up Riona's storyline and then Lucas gets there. Okay. I'm fine with that not happening. Alright. Let's do the day where Aqua comes in. Good, because I was the same, like, what else did I possibly mess up? A whole other playthrough with Seahawk in charge, yes. Where you screw up so badly that Riona never comes back. Alright, so we start right off with Aqua. Cup of chai. That should be easy. Assume she just wants the masala chai. Tea. Ginger. Cinnamon. Alright, tea, ginger, cinnamon, masala chai. It's the only thing that I have that is a chai recipe. That aside, Myrtle is coming here soon! Yes! Great! So you two made up already? Yes. We apologize to each other. Nice. I know I was probably being a little confusing. I didn't explain the context I applied to the situation very well. But she made it clear that she understood why I was anxious. And she apologized for assuming. That really helped. Now she's helping me speed up development. I'm happy to hear that. Yay! Hey. Hi, Myrtle. We were just talking about you. Okay. Nothing too terrible, I hope. Don't worry, only all the good stuff. Anyway, sorry, Raven, I won't be ordering today. Why? We don't have time. We're gonna do the expo sale, right? Oh, you're right. Expo sale? We're hunting new parts for my PC. It's been a bit slow lately. A bit? She's joking. It's pretty much in death's throes. If we're going, we're building you a whole new setup. But if you just want parts, I can always give you mine. But at this point, I'm not sure it'll be any help at all, to be honest with you. Yeah. No, you're right. It's time to move forward with productivity. I've been putting off upgrading things for a while now. So it really is time for a better setup. That's the spirit. Go big or go home. Sorry, Raven. Seems like we have to go now. Thanks for the drink. I'll see you later. Yeah, take care. Safe trip and good luck. Yay! Yeah, so last time she didn't sign the contract. I think you can screw up so badly because when looking at the achievements, I'm pretty sure you can screw up so badly that she'll sign the contract with the evil people. But last time I remember her coming in and complaining about her computer and that she didn't sign the contract and all that, but her and Myrtle, you know, hadn't talked very much. At least for these two, they just order what they want. Hibiscus, ginger. They just order it by name, it makes it easier. Fuck. I didn't give him the invitation. It was just occurring to me, and I was like, wait. I was like, I didn't check my inventory. I was like, are there things I'm supposed to give them? Sorry, guys. It's been half the stream just trying to fix my previous mistakes. Alright, cup of chai. Tea, ginger, cinnamon. Tea. Ginger, cinnamon. This is ginger honey Bailey's and Louis' invitation. It's all part of the drink. Just dip it right in there. I don't need to do that. You put it in there for me. You're super kind. Milk. Milk, ginger, honey. I don't know what it is about this game that I'm like, no, I have to be perfectionist. I just, these people are too great. I can't mess up and be responsible for messing up their lives. Oh, I did it again. Alright. Hibiscus. Ginger, honey. That was what I felt the same way. There are some other games where definitely like the relationships are what they are, you just gotta deal with it, but something about this game specifically that I'm like, no! I have to go back and fix it. And he's gonna get, yeah, his coffee. Well, especially when it's something like I just made a dumb mistake, like forgot to give them their thing or what have you. There are no bad people in this game. It's true. Well, except for maybe the agent. Telson says yes, there is. Agent. Does he? We never learn anything more about his name or whatever, do we? Just agent. I can't believe Georgie tells this whole story before getting his coffee. It helps that this game makes it easy to fix. There are certainly some games where I'm like, oh no, I feel like crap and I want to go back and fix it, but it would be a pain in the butt to reload or what have you. This game is clearly designed for you to do multiple playthroughs. They expect you to do a little bit of the back and forth to get the dialogue options. Okay, so he wants espresso. Coffee. His name is Agent. Alright, and we have to give him Rihanna's card that she gave us yesterday. I have a question for you, though. Which do you prefer, wild rumors or bad press? That's a tough one. There's no limit to what wild rumors can become or how far they'll go. But the press can shape a story, report it, and many will believe it as truth. Both are worrying in their own ways. Fair point. But what if we combine them? Rumor, truth, and press. If we somehow combine them, then I think I have a plan. A crazy one, but a plan nonetheless. Maybe y'all can also add to it. Oh? Sure. It'll take a while to explain, though. Well, I'll be here all night. I got time. Alright then. Brace yourselves, folks. It's gonna be a doozy. What did we change that made him do that? It's weird how all little effects. Okay. Need a Coffee Talk 3 to help the agent? I don't know about that. Alright guys, October 1st, Sunday. Vegan food on the rise, gnome diet popular amongst young adults. Box office movie High Weapon hits astonishing 2 billion worldwide. What Generation Z really wants? An independent survey. No, they don't. Let's check the stories. Yep, this is a new day. Super busy, see you tomorrow. Just saying hi. Oh, look at this picture. She's on a Nintendo Switch. Look what Myrtle did. Sneakily taking my super serious gaming face while playing Super Brawl Pals 2. Because Myrtle and her are friends again. Yay! We had a break in the office and just played board games for hours. It was fun. Myrtle and Aqua are both much better players. Today's delivery cutoff time, 1300, no night shift. Is that because she's going to come in tonight? Oh, and then friends. Hey, we got the rest of Aqua's. As far as trying to find the place, person where I belong while doing something I love. I think we read that before. And there's Myrtle's.
Friendship.
Favorite things, me time. What I'm doing with my life, as I've stated before, working on Full Metal Conflict series. Okay. Alright, who we got? Rachel! We have not seen much of her this game. You know who I also miss? Freya. Freya was in so much of the first game. Raven! Miss Rachel? Oops. Sorry. I'm just really excited. I have no idea what voice I used to do for her. I've done it, Raven! Congratulations. Done what? The music I'm making with AJ. I told you about it last time, remember? Oh yeah, you did. I brought it with me. Check it out, will you? Really? Oh, okay. Are you sure we can play it? What about NDAs and stuff? Come on, you silly. We're the only ones here anyway. I'll be fine. I mean, the direction has already changed a lot, so... Oh? Never mind that. Let's just play it. Quick. What do you think? I was inspired by the drink you gave me. Sweetheart Latte, wasn't it? That's right. Yes. You compose the melodies? With Arami. Yeah. So, like, I know with a name like Sweetheart Latte, you'd expect something a little more fun sounding, right? But hearing how you made the drink reminded me of something. Like a new love's beginning, or thinking about your crush. The sourness of anxiety and the sweetness of a promise. There are a lot of steps to keep the delicate balance going until you get to the point where you decide to confess. I think I see where you're going with this. She named the song after the name of my drink. Should I get credit? That all said, I think there were 3 options of drinks that would have each resulted in a different song. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, just like the drink, right? It needs the perfect balance of ingredients and temperature to mix properly, doesn't it? Or it would curdle, yeah. That's a really interesting take on the name. There's just one thing I'm wondering about. What is it? If this is supposed to be your new single, wouldn't everyone expect to hear your voice? I know, but I'm planning something. You'll see. How are you, by the way, Raven? Just fine. Business as usual. Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night? Henry? Yes, he did. He was meeting up with Mr. Gala, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Why do you ask? He didn't reply to my text last night, so I wonder what he was doing. Ah, I see. Do you two not see each other often? What do you mean? I just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof, after all. Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd have been raring to move out by the time you turned 21. Well, you're not wrong in thinking that. But Dad's getting older, you know. He's becoming forgetful too, so I'm a little bit worried. Understandable. Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know? None of our extended family even lives in the States. So as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now. Right. Hello, welcome. Good evening to you, Miss Riona. Hey, Riona! Fancy meeting you here. Hello. What is this? What is it? What? What do you want me to do? What? Leave me alone. Jeez. Get rid of the exclamation point. How are you? Sorry, just a second. Alright. Don't worry, Rachel. She's always like that. Huh. She alright? I'm not sure. Oh, well, I'll just get a drink first. Right. What would you like? I'll have a cup of milk, please. Hey, we haven't done that in a while. Some warm milk for the cat. Here you go. Cup of warm milk. Thank you. What's up? Oh, nothing. Just remembered something. It's nothing special, so don't worry about it. Oh yeah, do I have anything in my fucking inventory? No. Okay. Before we screw up the whole day. Mister, you alright? No. I think I'm sad? What's wrong? That's right, Riona, what's wrong? Why is she crying? I've been doing a lot of thinking. About what? About my situation. Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake? What makes you think that, miss? My apologies. I did not mean to be so dramatic. Would you two mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Of course, let it all out. Miss Rachel is right. Feel free. After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversations with Raven and the regulars of this coffee shop, I've gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. Huh? And what makes it more troubling is it is likely that my ignorance was on purpose. Ignorance? On purpose? What do you mean? Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. You honed your talent, but you did not shirk from taking risks in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it, and I greatly respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas also. Although I do not fully understand his content, he is successful enough that people earn a living through his work. Oh, his content. Sorry, English language. I'm aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself, because I may have become too comfortable with the status quo, to the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation. Are you really, though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes, but have I been trying my best? That's debatable. And about my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid. Afraid? I understand that I have only a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education, and for the simple fact of what I am. I'm truly fine with all that, I really am. Because all of it is a pain I am already familiar with. And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to new pain all over again. Just might be... difficult. Miss... I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to. Miss Riona, would you please allow me to make you a drink? It's on the house. But Raven insists, right? Right. What was the pie you ate the other day? The blueberry hibiscus mint pie. Did you like it? I did, quite a lot, actually. Then I'll make something special just for you. Could you tell me its flavor profile? Give me a moment. The blueberry was very sweet and fresh. The crust was buttery. The flavor was enhanced by the tartness of hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. Just a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. How this life is pain, Princess Anyone Who Tells You Differently selling something. The dread part, right? Okay. What are you trying to get me to see on Tomoto Chill? Nothing? You're just pulling my leg? Oh, Rachel's profile. Rachel Florencia, you might have seen me on your screen, singing, dancing, or modeling, working on a new album especially for you. Love my family, cats, milk, and you. I've been dancing, singing, and trying to achieve my dreams since I was 13, and I'm not stopping now. Alright, so she wants blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. Get the feeling this is probably not... Oh, there is one undiscovered drink! Well, what's interesting is I can't put the blue pea and the hibiscus together, because at first I thought maybe I would have to combine them, but I can't. So it's just a hibiscus drink. So the blue is you know, throwing you off there. It's hibiscus, very sweet with mint. So the sweetest thing I have is the honey. So I'm assuming that's honey and then mint. She said it's very sweet. See if it gives us a named thing. Boom! Berry blue hibiscus pie. That's it. One pie in a cup coming up. Huh, Raven, that's so extra. It kind of is, isn't it? But it's so pretty. Thank you. It really is. Well done, Raven. Are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer? It's not a pie filling. They simply make fruit cordials with honey. And I just happen to have the blueberry one on hand. Sure. It's not a pie filling, trust me. It's not. It's nice. Thank you. You're very welcome. What's on your mind? Right now, I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all of this. The driving force behind everything I've done up to this point. Well, what was it? Huh? Your driving force before you started questioning it. I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice, whether it's society's or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. I see. So it doesn't have to be opera, right? Pardon? Reaching that goal can be done a lot of ways. Like politics. Huh? You're not wrong, but... That was just an example, jeez. But I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. But that's not what you want to do, is it? My heart trembles for the opera. That is why I wish to pursue it, as long as I'm able. However, I believe it is also time for me to consider expanding my horizons. Oh? I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. Although I do regret that my one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain. I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere efforts. But never mind that. What are you going to do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. Lucas? He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait! You know him? Not closely, but I think we follow each other on Tomojel. You do. If it's even the same Lucas, I mean. What was the offer for? I was offered a spot on his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents. To showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. I see. So what if you rejected his offer? Call him. Huh? Or text him. Tell him you changed your mind. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure it'd be his loss necessarily. Shh, 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 shh. Just do it. Text him. Yeah. Okay. So if you never gave her his contact info, this probably wouldn't have gone well. Okay, so this is just showing me thing. Dessert drink made from steeped hibiscus mint and specially prepared ingredients. Honey blueberry cordial with a touch of vanilla. Hey, we got Riona's full profile. It's not in English. Okay, they're just songs, favorite things, and she's just listed some opera songs. I understand. What I'm doing with my life: emergency goods delivery service available from Bellevue. Seeking audition tips, and her contact info. He responded. What did he say? He told me to stay here because he's coming here soon. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Does he live like nearby or something? No, not really. But it seems he had some things to do around here. I see. What a great coincidence! It means you can clear things up in person. You're right. Thank you for giving me the courage, Miss Rachel. Just call me Rachel, will you? Alright. Because Lucas needs a life too. So he lives here, more or less. They all do. More or less. Although I regret my one-track mindset, I cannot say it has been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune. Commune? We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we all would work together as one, like gears in a machine. Interesting. I didn't know that. But you left the commune, correct? Yes. Was it difficult? No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. The commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past. So the reason we do not see a lot of banshees around, is it because many still choose to remain in the commune? Right. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. It was for that reason I learned to drive. You seem to be fond of driving. I am. It's like having a mobile fortress, which is why I find driving calming. Even in traffic? Well, a mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. Title says he just sits and stares at his phone. Yeah, that's fair. Commune of banshees. What could go wrong? So when you say everyone had a specific role, what do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, we don't have a Banshee Culture Center anywhere. Time to start one then. Perhaps it's best if I use a specific example, such as my mother's role. Oh? Her role is to trade. In the event that we need to increase our supply or sell our products, or are simply in need of some negotiating, it is my mother who will do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods, and she's our representative when other communities need to discuss things with us. Right. Everyone's work is equal weight. One is in charge of food and drink, another is in charge of all our laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So, like, does each role only have one bearer at a time? No. Sometimes there are two or more, depending on the power needed. It's all about balance. I see. Interesting. Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day? Yes. Although, there are times when I wish she would retire. Why? She's doing a good job with it. But the role truly changed her. Oh. She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble, or to simply defend the commune. That is such a heavy burden. It is, but she refuses to accept any help offered to her. Why? It's a Lucas! Because it has become her identity, I think. Oh, you're here? Yeah, hi lady. I'm starting to wonder when you're going to say something. I'd introduce myself, but I want to hear Riona's story. Fine by me. It is as Mr. Lucas said. I thought we were already past all that formal stuff. Am I wrong? Well, you still call her lady. But she is! Shh, the lady is speaking. Whoops, okay, sorry. It is as, Lucas said. Our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instincts turned into an angry sense of pride. Oh. So while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done. Right. That's what oh my god. That's what I understand why she was angry too. If your mom has dealt with haters all her life, and you were pretty much in the front seat for all that, ugh, tough. I guess I can relate in some ways. The Nekomimi culture is also quite strict, although nowhere near as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid. Mid? Like, mediocre in all ways aside from being pretty and cute. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know? How much of our survival instincts turned into bad stereotypes? Things have changed so much for everyone. Which means we should have moved on from terrible prejudices decades ago, right? So why are so many still stuck with outdated and bad perceptions? Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated and change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings in this world. That's why many folks choose to reduce their worlds to a size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume. Yeah, and sadly, different culture is probably one of the last things on most beings' minds. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then it's a different story. That makes sense. We all need to survive. I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, the principles we hold. All of it has an impact on others. In one way or another. Right. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, by the way, did Pops contact you, lady? You know, about the tree? Oh, he did, but... What tree? Rachel, way too much. It's a long story. Sure, keep your smelly secrets. No, this is perfect. You should listen too. The more exposure this gets, the better. Oh, so you're gonna tell me? From the very beginning. But before I forget, lady, did you have something to say to me? Since you texted me and all? Oh yeah. Go on, Riona, say it. Oh. So, about your show. Yeah? You're in, right? Are you still unsure about the format? Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order on paper, so... Kind of? Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive, and a showcase. But I'm still trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure. What are you planning to show, anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests? Oh, curious, aren't we? Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city. And beyond, if it takes off, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Nah, scratch that. I know it'll take off. That's some confidence you have there. Even though you're not even sure what the format will be? I might not know the exact format yet, but all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already. Really? What are they? Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily, too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they'll just click away. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. First one being the format itself, which ironically is the only thing I don't have. Yet. Anyway, a proper format has good consistency. Could be the way the show is cut, or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience, and it makes things easier for the creator, too. That makes sense. Next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, like scening or cooking or anything really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essentialer. Because even scening will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking, you need to show many techniques, recipes, all that jazz. That's true, right? Since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated, I figure it should start small and nearby, but still have the potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring this city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all. Oh, you get what I'm saying? I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss. Yeah, like locations, events, history. Yes, and many interesting individuals to meet. Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover. Makes sense. What's next? Know your audience. Honestly, in this internet era, you don't need to appeal to everyone. If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes. Fortunately, I have my base audience already, but since the show will be in a completely new format, a lot of them will reject it. Because people do not like change. That's right! But honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded, and can help elevate the stuff we're going to spotlight. Like, say if we cover musicians, they'll go to their sites on live shows. Some cool neighborhood project, they'll be eager to check it out. Cool coffee shop, they'll be interested in visiting. Wink wink. Oh. Anyway, you all know what I mean. The next thing is audio quality. Great visuals, edits, you know the drill. Of course. And the last thing you need for a good show is... me! Hey, what's with the awkward silence? I mean, personality and smarts. To find info, you need to be resourceful. And to relay information, well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. Why? What's so funny? Am I not the perfect guy? Resourceful, huh? Really? Oh, so that is what you're questioning, huh? I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city? So... Oh, I see how it is. Well, you've really thought this through. I'm kind of impressed. Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though. I'll tell you that. Huh? Rumor has it that your manager's trying to get your old girl band back together. And I heard there will be a talk show or something for it. Oh, really? How did you hear that? I have my ways. I didn't get the info from shady sources, I promise. Well, okay, I'll give you that, resourceful guy. But your information is outdated already. Oh? Because I won't be in the show. Oh, why? Well, Actually, I like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding, you know? Like a new us to show we've grown. Ah, I get that 100%. That's too bad. Why? I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You are able to read the room with sensitivity. Therefore, I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program. You think so? Oh, I'm flattered. You're right about that, though. I'm pretty good. But I'd rather express myself through my music, my songs, and my performances. You know? Yes. I understand that very well. Then do you want to be our first guest? Me? Why? I thought you wanted to highlight independent artists. Well, aren't you making a new kind of music lately, Miss Rachel? So you actually have a side project? Well, yeah, but... I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe it could work out after all. Help out a new channel, will you? You wish. I'm a very busy Nekomimi, but maybe. Woohoo! What is it, Raven? I thought your plan was to have Miss Riona as your first guest. Oh. Well, about that. I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but... I was kind of hoping you'd be my co-host instead. What? Me? I was gonna ask you later, but Raven over here cornered me something fierce. Oops. Sorry. Why me? I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot. And all of your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, someone needs to offset my chaotic personality. That's true. Like, contrasting hosts, huh? Yeah, what's more, she's not nervous talking in front of a camera at all. Well, she is a performer. I know. I'm just saying she's a natural on camera. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask later if you want to be my co-host. Only if you're interested, of course. I might need a moment to consider. Of course. Take your time. However, if you're open to receiving input, may I throw in an idea for the format of the show? For real? Of course you may. And I'm staying until you tell me everything I missed. Okay. Yeah, the night's still young anyway. Yeah, catching her up on all that crap with the tree is going to take all night. So, Metal says Rachel's so humble. Six says no longer the Pussycats, now she's a part of Cats. Yeah, I don't think Coffee Talk does really want to advertise much. I kind of like the small town or small group vibe, you know? Alright. Globally Lab shut down. Researcher to finally stop experiments after 1,304 incidents. If you advertise, you might get normies in there. Yeah, but then I'd have to like hire people and stuff. What's that? Users of Motor Chill's new stories feature. It needs a longer duration. Piece of halfling advice that's seared into my memory. Do I not have power? Okay, hold on. No deliveries. Check this out. Your boys started a new podcast for y'all. Want to know more? Sorry, not sorry. I forgot to post the trailer. Here it is. Full version dropping at 8. Do you like video podcast? Here it is. Down to ride. Look at it. It's all three of them. DTR, Down to Ride, vlog number 1, mystery adventure with my super co-host Rihanna and a special surprise guest star, Nico Chell. Rachel, go watch it now. So they made it last night? Oh, okay, and then all three of them posted it. Cute. Why is it dark in here? The people who find their way here is because they were destined to be here. How much coffee did I give them? I don't know. They went from having no idea how they were going to do it to recording the whole podcast last night. So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple. Oh, we're doing the reception. Oh, it wasn't sad so much as cute, though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be in the spotlight, Miss Loa. Or just in the light. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! Whoops, my apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. I'll take that as a compliment. Here we go. Hey! Everybody's here! Jesus. You all found your way to a seat. I'm impressed. We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars, Raven. So it does. Now, shall we get the celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that. You call it adrenaline, I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Hey, don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, Bailey's? No, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy. Aw, you always make me melt. Disgusting. You like that Lou is wearing Bailey's suit jacket? Yeah, it's cute. Now look, they both have wedding rings on. Yeah, it's clearly, I like that they're slightly disheveled, loosened ties and stuff like that. Clearly post-wedding hangout. He said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This would be the perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. She normally has glasses on, doesn't she? She looks weird without her glasses, or am I crazy? She looks all done up. She looks different. And to something sweet. To something decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. So, in summary, sweet and chocolatey but with some freshness to it, please, Raven. For everybody? You're dead, Hyde. You can't have allergies. I thought that too. I was like, does he really have allergies? Okay, so we're starting with chocolate. Freshness means mint, I think? Is there a drink here I haven't discovered? No, okay. After midnight, maybe? Sounds cute. Whiff of old world charm. A soup con of intensity. A dash of fresh air for timeless late night celebrations. That sounds like that's what we need. Honey mint. I don't have anything in my damn inventory, right? Okay. Don't mess with me. This is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. I love it. It's very unique and festive. Very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. It's fine. Bitch! High praise from Hyde. You know it. It tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Raven? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like two ships in the night. Before meeting at the mooring. That's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you two. All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy I once met. He went absolutely wild during Fury, but even then, he would beg the wall's pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, you know, rude vampires are much more my type. Hey! Actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right. I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Raven, maybe? I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. Yes, if you want to, we'd love to hear you. In that case, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Bailey's. And thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Hear, hear. You'll always be a part of our lives now, Raven. Absolutely. Short and to the point. Good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Oh, well, fine. Thank you, Lua and Bailey's, for entertaining me. And making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Raven, guys. And I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did. But despite that, you've made me feel welcome. You immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect this joy in the family you're starting today. Aw, Gala. Thanks, man. Really. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. Complete Lua and Bailey's good story arc. Yes! So if you don't give Gala the invitation in that one moment, do they just not come to this? Is it just the three of us? This makes hella awkward. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Raven. My dear Raven. Never think that you're out of reach of my retribution. I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion. Oh, don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh? Speaking of starting a family, just in case, you know. Oh! And I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you. Thanks, Gala. Just imagine. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde. I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it and never particularly tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But nope. Nidal said, you don't know that, but you can mess it up so badly that they don't get married? Jeez. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it just as a taste among others, Gala. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely, booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade some fruit juice. All tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots. What? And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Wow. When did you go to a place like that? A while ago with my family. Back when we were still in touch. Bae. I'm okay, sweetie. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. The soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt, tonic water. Sounds like something I would enjoy. Wait for it. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O-type, preferably. Universal donors and all that. Yuck. I think this is a joke? Hope this is a joke? And that is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Baileys. And your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character, I respect that. She's impossible, you mean? Yeah, that's what it looked like it said to me was edible robots. I don't know. But I love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that she needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I'd say Gala is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him. He's under fury. If Raven ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty, I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry. Or you'll have to step over your primary school friend, Bailey's. Marco? I thought I'd caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The two witnesses. Delightfully cliché, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. It's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire. Scorn dissimulated in a smirk. Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds, too. Yes, I really can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know. But it'll be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. Good girl. In that case, I have a little reward for you. A perfect shot. Oh, look at them! All dapper. Bailey's hair was all the way up instead of whatever this is that he's usually doing. Oh, look at this, Bay. This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly, thank you for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it. I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but... Oh no, it's absolutely lovely. It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Yes, once we sifted through the superfluous details. I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture. Do you only have the one, Mr. Hyde? Why, Raven? You want to frame it and hang it on your wall? Actually, yes, something like that. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I'd love that. It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Yes, Raven. I'm not sure where we'd be without you. So I take it you've decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde? It would seem so. Aw, come on, tell them. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. They're certainly not going back on it, and you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then... just to tell them the story, it's obvious you're dying to. Don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in her room with her around. That's a lovely idea. I bet little Rose is thrilled. She is, an entire party next to her bed, can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde, and just like that, he promised to take their pictures, pro bono. That's very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing. I could use the experience. So that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Sounds like good social redistribution to me. Right? So does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got the house, and I've got the job. I've got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while. I complete Hyde's good story arc. Yes! That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? We're not too sure yet. But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless tomato chill scrolling to look at other people's homes. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. Selson said, does it have a kennel for the werewolf? My love. It's alright. I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does. And if my family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same during the wedding. I didn't know you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is that I make her daughter happy. Which is good, because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes. But the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to child rearing. Well, not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be a stay-at-home dad. I'll do some freelance work if and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working. But I'll be taking care of the little ones and of our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You'd be surprised. Times are changing, and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who'd have rather stayed home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other well. I think so too, Mr. Miller. Mrs. No, using my family name on you feels wrong. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting, but none of that matters much anyway. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. Sullivan says that Hyde volunteering to raise the pups. Oh, excuse me. What just happened with my phone? It was liked by Freya. It's a video. Why can't I watch it? I want to watch it. I want to watch it. So Georgie gave his wife some earrings. That's what that looks like. Sounds like Hyde has found a new way forward. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws at your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans. And we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? The longer you live, the more once in a whiles you get. That makes sense to me. I will say though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one, he also makes life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean. Yes, we really do. At this point, even we need to take a bit of a time out. We can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He liked Raven from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He's been very kind to me, and perceptive about me as well. I'm glad he befriended you two. This chat, right now, it's really good. You're alright too, Gala. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. Right back at you. Listen to that. It's pouring rain again. Brr. It'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket by. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you too. Oh my god, guys. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. I've always wondered where that came from. It sounds like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid meltdown if it rained, which must happen often enough. Really? So you don't know? Don't know what? Maybe it's just a thing to someone else. Have you heard of it, Raven? Or are you referring to the goddess Tears legend? That's the one? Never heard of that. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry. But I can give you the short version. Go on, I'm very curious. Alright then. Long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but all of her children, one she liked best, they were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are kind and gentle, they will love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled, but one day, as the young godlings sat on the edge of a cloud, pondered the world, a gust of wind blew on them and they lost their balance. Oh no! Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Alright then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground. And immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the godling Aeon and the human Ray, just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Aeon and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Aeon and, finding them stunned, guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. As days passed by, Aeon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvest and of young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and of eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they found both the briefest of moments and the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. The family were quite fond of Aeon by then. But when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess, that old hag, give her a chance, my love, she improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. That reminds me of someone. I promise you she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry and she told Aeon, get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die just like your fiancé. Yuck. To nobody's surprise at this point, Aeon said, I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. And for many... This is a ridiculous story. For many hours the goddess was angry and shouted. Then for many more hours she was despondent and sulked. Then finally she turned an eye onto the ground to look at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Aeon. They wore garlands of flowers and they were surrounded with people they loved. And for the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then, but a goddess's word, once spoken, isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Aeon and Ray danced with it. So the goddess said, for each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns gray and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other. And according to elves, that's how we came to be. But I think that's a bit far-fetched. Bingo says, this is the short version. Yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot. Idle says, wow, that awful goddess is much better than my mother. She only cursed her favorite child. It's fine. My love, are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend teller, Mr. Baileys. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not gonna look at the rain the same way now. It's just a silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right. The goddess is a lot better than your mother. Told you. I don't know if that's the super happy story. Wilson said it's allergies. My history with rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom when I was a little girl was on the top floor. So I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. Place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. The cat! Oh look, here's at least another someone who's safe from the rain right now. Oof, that's a very wet little guy. Poor Gala, did he just shake rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here though? Is he your cat, Raven? No, but he's been around a couple of times. I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. He's not any friendlier than he was then. Although he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. Pretty much how you got Hyde, too. You want something to drink? Now that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something, though? Or someone? If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. He came by another time a few days ago and was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. What did I miss? Cat! A cat, apparently. Ah, yes, I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. He has come by a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Ah, perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight. Messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something we can't see. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying, that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Uh-huh. Anyhow, what was that call about? That was the interior designer about the house. For some reason, he needed to know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted walnut or oak floors. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about decoration, Hyde. I am particular in the sense that I want it to look good. But he's got no clue what to do to get there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, you know, peak design trends. That cars served me right, thank you very much. I remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. Ah, I shouldn't have brought that up. Truce! Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gala? Why indeed. My job, time, your job, time, I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala is an interior designer's waking nightmare. Not true. I just go for functional things. That's what people say when they've got no taste. Yeah, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. Ugh. You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. Indeed. You know, being like this all together when it's dark and damp, feeling good and safe, and home, it's a pretty rare feeling in a kind of public place. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange space to me. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Raven. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved then. That and also, you are alright. Sounds like everyone's going to be busy with our own stuff for a while. I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week or a month or a year. I know it's going to be a good time. Cheers to that. Hear, hear. You're all welcome anytime, separately or together. I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news. And to get fury remedies. And to listen in on the drama. We can't wait to welcome you back. I think the rain is over. And we've kept you up for a while already, Raven. Yeah, we should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night cold. You go first, guys, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright. Good night, Raven. Good night. Good night, you two. Let's go, darling. Let's. Good night, Raven. Thanks for being with us. Tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything, truly. Have a good rest, Raven. Will do. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me a second longer. Eek, Bae! What are you doing? I'm carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way into the home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe, but I love you. I love you too. Bustling, busy, and abuzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like. To have a chosen hive. The f does that mean? Idle said, you still say we when referring to yourself, right? I don't understand. I know, I thought that too. He called it a bar. We're not a bar. Did I mean that literally or figuratively that I can hear their minds? That's the question. So, I know it is almost 9 o'clock, but I also know this is the last day. So I'm going to play through it anyway, and if you guys can't stay, that's so sad, too bad. You can catch the VOD. I'm letting you know now. I'm probably going to run a little long. I'm going to finish the day. Fire director resigns in the wake of shocking leaks. Heir of American business, royalty disowned over choice of wife. Killer algae, the new invasive species. Oh, I wish I could play these what are clearly videos. I get married. Oh, it's a photo that Mr. Hyde took of Gala. Nice, nice. She posted the wedding too. Oh, it's Silver with Amanda on their adventures. I think by the end of it, I'm in this industry for the love of it, and to keep having fun is the mindset I will keep moving forward. Good job, Aqua. Myrtle, having someone you can connect with, especially within the same industry, is really something that I'm glad for. Are you guys like a couple yet? Because, jeez. Somehow this feels like deja vu. Every day feels like deja vu to you. Us. Look, there's a camera back there now. I like how this background here slowly sort of fills out. They just never really talk about it. So that's Rachel's single. This looks like a camera, I think. Do I get one for each of the good endings? Is that what it is? That's the wedding photo. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. The wedding invitation, maybe? Hey. Bingbird says, you used to be part of the alien hive species. I believe this has been established. Nothing has been very clearly established, Bingo Bard. Don't talk to me like you suddenly know the whole backstory of our character. We don't know anything. Part of the same species as the hive species and possibly have time travel ability. Yeah, there's a lot of possiblies about it. But when I said something about this being my chosen hive, do I mean I can actually hear their thoughts? Or was I meaning that, like, figuratively because I know them so well? Welcome, Officer Georgie. What's cracking? Aside from the thunder outside, that is. Yep, deja vu. What? Nothing. Everything is fine. I have everything I need to avoid another blackout. That's good news. You know, this weather has kind of grown on me. Really? Yeah. Not something I'd like to have forever, of course. But the thunder no longer sounds so angry to me. Interesting. What does it sound like to you? No idea. Just not scary anymore. Anyway, I want to order something. Perfect. What would you like? Make me whatever I ordered a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago? Yeah. Give or take. You were promoting a new tea selection at the time. Good times. Remember, it had an interesting color. I'll take whatever you gave me that day. Bitch. What? These kinds of orders are so annoying. What the fuck? An interesting color. So that means it was blue pea or hibiscus. But I don't fucking remember which. Night Owl, can you give me a clue here? Because I don't fucking know. A couple of weeks ago? It'd be one thing if I could, like, see the log from previous days, you know? Remember the thing you gave me some weeks ago? I was hoping he meant, like, the last time. I was gonna be like, you mean the espresso? You order espressos all the time. All he says is that it had an interesting color and I was promoting a new tea. That doesn't give me any idea of what the other ingredients might have been. Just hibiscus? Okay. I was promoting something new. Alright, just double checking. I still have nothing in my inventory. I don't have your silly lighter. Here you go, officer. Not really what I ordered, I think. Oh, it isn't? You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, you know what? I'll take it anyway. As long as it doesn't have milk in it. Right, because he's lactose intolerant. I see. Alright, I'm sorry once again. You alright? I feel like I've been making so many mistakes lately. I wonder why. Do you ever take a break? When was the last time you closed up shop? I don't remember. You should take a break. And it says, or it could be the other one if you went for the other tea the first time. Hell, how do I know if I made a mistake or if this isn't just a character thing? Here, we'll find out. We'll load and see if it makes a difference. So last time he probably just said, hey, give me one of your new teas, and I was like, cool. We'll see if it makes a difference or if Raven has the same issue because of the whole... If Barista has the same problem... Because we're just having a weird deja vu day. Cup of anthocyanins for you, officer. What? That's what makes the drink blue. Oh, okay. Still tastes like grass. My daughter told me this is really good for stress. Really? Are you stressed right now? Nah, don't worry. Since my daughter loves it so much, I was just trying to remind myself how it tastes. Oh, good. Well, usually blue pea is mixed with a bunch of other ingredients. It's a very forgiving drink taste-wise, and goes well with most things. And it looks pretty. Yeah, I can see that. Because it's tasteless, except for grassy notes when you drink it straight. Right on. Does this mean you've already made up with your daughter? More or less. That's great. How are you, officer? How's work? Work, huh? Well, it's only been a couple of days since I was here. But I admit a lot has happened. Oh? Patience, pal. We don't have all the players here to complete the story yet. Oh, is someone else coming? 2 more. Alright then. Whoops. But, what do you mean complete the story? Well, like I said, there's been a lot going on. You can't recount the whole thing alone. I see. But you know, Raven, for a while this old man felt like he'd been living in a stagnant pool, when he thought he started out on a flowing stream. It didn't take long for him to find out it wasn't a stream or even a pool. It was more like mud puddle. That was constantly being filled up with dirt year after year. And well, no matter how much he tried to keep it clean, the puddle would always dry out before any of his attempts bear fruit, every single time. He'd end up stuck in the bottom with only occasional rainwater keeping his existence going. Right. However, after a bout of heavy rain, he discovered a small crack of hope. A thin line leading to another flowing water in the original direction he wanted. Know what I'm saying? No. That was deep thoughts by Officer Georgie. I think so. Lucas is in the house, yo. Hey. What's up, what's up, what's up? And you, Pops, how's it go? How goes it? Can't read. All good? You're in high spirits, aren't you? Always. Anyway, Pops, what's shaking? I think I should be the one asking you that. What's with all the excess energy? You're right, and I probably should explain. But first, dear Raven, may I put in an order? You may. I'd like a blue pea latte with super cool latte art on top. I don't do those. I don't do super cool latte. Hey, guess what? Blue pea latte is not a thing! What's a normal latte? Just milk? Yeah. Didn't we talk about that he's probably not good with the milk, though? Didn't we say that's a thing? Alright, blue pea latte. Well, I can't talk, but blue pea latte. And then, there you go. Art. What kind of things does Lucas like? Just do a big old money sign. That's terrifying. Hymns? What? Oh, himself? Is that what you're trying to say? There. Money sign. Sort of. Cup of blue latte with a masterpiece on it for you, sir. Local favorite! I got an achievement for giving everybody the right drink. Masterpiece, eh? I like your confidence. No, don't. No, don't do that, Lucas. Anyway, cheers. Nice. Thanks, Raven. So, what's up, kid? All's well, Pops. I'm waiting for the lady to arrive. Oh, so Miss Riona's coming? Yep, she should be here soon. Last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all until last night. Oh, why? Let's just say we've been busy cooking up stuff. Tisk, tisk. Night Owl is making excuses for Seahawk, saying that he has a cat on his chest and that's why he can't type. I don't know. I don't know about that. What? What is it? I know you're a hustler, kid. Your schedule is probably not like everyone else's. But I hope you won't drag others into unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I know next to nothing about Banshee biology. Doesn't she do late night deliveries? Oh? Sometimes she does deliveries until morning. Then never mind, kid. Forget everything I said earlier. Whew! I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time? No, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults. I was just playing around as the nosy and annoying old guy. Still, it's good that you guys are talking. Especially considering what happened the first time you two met. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I mean by me doing stupid things, too. Sometimes I don't slow down enough to see the forest for the trees, you know? It happens. As long as you're aware of it and take a step back from time to time. Yep. So, you were staying up because of the new podcast you posted? Oh, yes! Have you watched it? What podcast? The link is on my T-Chill, Pops. That was a podcast? You've already seen it too? Oh man, I'm stoked. I thought it was like a ghost hunt or something. With how dark everything was, lighting-wise. So it was too dark, huh? I'll keep that in mind. I admit, what you call the ghost hunting segment was shot kind of spontaneously. But what do you think about the whole thing, Pops? You too, Raven, tell me. Oh, I saw the post, but I haven't had the time to watch it yet. I'm sorry. Aw, well, don't be sorry. But go watch it when you have the time, alright? Will do. Well, since I thought it was a ghost hunt, I didn't, I didn't watch it all the way to the end. Oh, okay. That's fair. Understandable. My daughter enjoyed watching the whole thing, though. Ah, that's so great to know. She told me Rachel was there, too. What gives? Rachel? Yeah, she was our first guest. Oh, so did you film the episode right after you three talked about it the other day? Exactly. That's why it was spontaneously done. But the whole thing is not all about ghost hunting, Pops. That was just the clickbait. The actual story is... I know, my daughter summarized it for me. You brought up the street. And the tree, too, didn't you? Exactly. Because it was part of our plan, right? Hmm? Welcome, Miss Riona. Hello. Lady, finally you're here! Good evening, miss. Hi, everyone. Was the traffic bad for you? No, not at all. I had to deliver something before I came. That's why I'm a bit late. I apologize. No, you're not late. I'm just early. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, please. I'd like a cup of mild coffee sweetened with a lot of honey, if you would. What is it? What do you want me to open up now? Hey, we finally got... I'm surprised it took so long to get Lucas's whole profile, considering he's so sociable. Favorite things, coffee, not anymore. Aww. Fried noodles, Adventure Stephenfold, Bat County, some Alpha in my bed. I don't know what half of those things are. What I'm doing right now, you know what I'm doing with my life, breaking out of the mold on one video at a time. Oh, I forgot what I was doing already. Coffee. Sweeten. We have the sweet coffee. Is that what she wants? Mild coffee sweetened with a lot of honey. She might want the reverse of that. She might want a coffee honey. Honey. You want a sweet coffee? Like a cup of mild coffee sweetened with a lot of honey. How sweet does that make it? That makes it really sweet. That only makes it a little sweet. I'm gonna assume. Oh. I'm gonna assume she wants a coffee honey. Honey coffee. That's what I used to order back in the day. Really? So what's really been happening with you two? This kid stayed up for days for something, apparently? Does that include you as well? Yes. Nailing the drinks? Nice. I think I do vaguely remember that honey coffee that Georgia used to drink. Yes, but those are just my regular working hours. See? And I thought we were done talking about that, Pops. What the heck? I'm not done playing the role of annoying and nosy old guy, that's all. Jeez. Oh, by the way, thank you for telling me about the pie shop, miss. Somehow I didn't know it existed. Are you talking about Disco Pie? Yep, that place closes up at midnight. Follows the schedule of the pub adjacent to it. Now my daughter can get pie even when I'm home late. I see. That's good. I swear, I'm not trying to point your regulars in the direction of your rival, Raven. It's fine. What rival? Maybe I should start selling food here. Did I miss something? I'm wondering too. Well, as you probably know, especially if you follow my teacher, we started a vlog/podcast thing. Right. My daughter watched the first episode yesterday. Did she like it? She loved it. I heard her laughing all the way. I'm glad. So, what is this whole vlog/podcast thing really? Yeah, please, clarify. I saw you had this walk-around session in the episode. I thought podcasts are supposed to be voice only. Like a radio show, but you don't need to catch it live. Well, nowadays there are a lot of podcasts with videos. Voice is still the most important part, though, and we did have the Carpool podcast later in that episode. So usually there'll be two versions of the same episode. The voice-only one on audio streaming platforms, and the full video posted on video streaming platforms. Ah, I see. Sounds difficult to create both at the same time. It must require a lot of planning, doesn't it? It does. If you're not the Lucas, that is. Thanks to my editing and interviewing skills, you can enjoy the action session and the voice-only version all the same. I see. It wouldn't be possible to make the episode as compelling, though, without Lady Riona giving us good information to make the episode work. Somehow her voice really resonates well on the mic, so it was a joy to edit it into the narration. Also, Rachel was probably the best first guest we could have gotten. We even got a sneak preview of her new singles. Our first episode got tons of views because of that. Really? That's great. But I wonder if that was cleared by her manager. Probably not. But she knows what she's doing, I'm sure. I can see why you two stayed up for days now. Sounds great, y'all. So, Miss. Yes? Are you enjoying your new role as show co-host? Well, it's interesting so far. And I'm learning a lot of new skills. So I'm eager to keep working on it. All the while I keep looking for auditions. And honing my craft. Hey, I got Lucas and Riona's best story arcs. That's all I needed to know. So what else is in the episode? Go watch it! Just kidding, it's okay, you can watch it whenever. I will, later after work. So, Mr. Lucas, you said this is part of your plan. And officer, you said you need all players to be here to form a complete story. What's with all that? Pops, if you please. Alright, I'll start. Raven, you remember what we talked about a couple of days ago? Which part? I asked you in Gala which you preferred. Wild rumors or bad press. Though you didn't answer. Yes, I remember now. You said something about combining them, I think? Yep, and that's where I and Lady Riona came in. Oh? Pops was telling me about his meetup with the Grieving Vandals. So I know the whole story, and I get what they were going for. Not that they want their friend to be remembered in a bad way. Yeah, they just want them to be remembered. Period. So from talking with Pops, I had an idea. An idea to turn their actions into a neighborhood legend. Urban legend. With their and the victim's family's permission, of course. The victim's family? When the officer asked me if I knew them, I was able to track them down. You did? That's great. How? We operate on a similar wavelength, which is the easiest way to explain it. It took a while, but I managed to reach them. Sullivan said, and by your powers combined, I'm Captain Planet. Yeah, I wondered that too, Night. I was like, how often is he trying to put this podcast out? He doesn't have other guests or other things lined up. But, it's fine. It's fine. He's just launched already. I see. That makes sense. So you're trying to turn their act of vandalism into urban legend? Exactly right. Urban legend usually starts with hearsay. Created from half-truths, half-exaggeration from each speaker to the next listener. Like a game of tag. Sometimes they can even all be lies. But most of them often serve as a cautionary tale. Yep. But the best thing about this one is it's all real. It really didn't take much for me to tweak it into a whole new story. Why did it need tweaking? To make it less clear, of course. Because you want everyone to get curious. You explain everything all at once, there's no mystery for others to dig into. Once they're hooked on the premise, folks will try finding things out on their own. And in this case, because the tree already has an actual long history, those who dig for more information will surely fall down the rabbit hole. Other content creators who are into this stuff will lap it up, and they tend to be big. Then the rest is history. Their friend's memory will have a life of its own. I see what you mean. Did you have the story in yesterday's episode? Part of it. We're planning to discuss it further in a couple episodes, because you need to give the impression time to propagate, you know? Honestly, it was probably good enough, because my daughter couldn't stop asking me more about it. She knows the story based on my case. She's been telling her friends at school about the video, without letting them know it was my case, of course. That would be bad. Sounds very promising, though. You're telling me, that's great. Send our thanks to your daughter, Pops. What? This is all very different, but a somewhat exciting experience. How do you know this will work out as intended? We don't! It's not that easy to influence that many heads, you know? Huh, but you were so confident. Because we'll never know the outcome of anything unless we try. That's true. Completed Georgie, Lucas, and Riona's stories together. Well, congrats on taking a step into a new direction, kiddos. Who knows, maybe someday I'll join in on that. You're gonna become an influencer too, Pops? Could you imagine? No, I meant taking a step into a new direction. How about Georgie Williams, private investigator? Sounds. Wow, really? For real? No, I'm kidding. Or am I? Who really knows at this point? I mean, I think it fits you well. Thanks for the vote of confidence, miss. Wilson said, hey kid, these randos I hang out with at the coffee shop in the middle of the night wanted to thank you. Yeah, you don't think that would go over well? I might have to leave soon. Huh? Why? I haven't eaten anything substantial since this morning. It was a really busy day. Oh, word? Let's go then. You can stay. I'll just go for a quick bite and come back. No, let's just go. We're partners, right? Besides, we still have a lot of things to discuss. You're right. Okay, if you're fine with it. But, before we go, I want to give a final test to Raven. Test? Yeah. To be honest, I'm very impressed with your coffee shop. It's one of the best I've ever been in. And I see your regulars are loyal as well. So I want to send you a luxurious Lucas-approved 5-star plaque. Oh my, so that's real, huh? What's that? Nothing? Does it mean this coffee shop will be part of the hottest gang now? Only if you pass this one test. Make me a custom order based precisely on my preferences. Could you tell me a bit more? After all, the relationship between a shop and its patrons is based on deep familiarity. So I just want you to make a drink based on what you know about me. I can't really drink coffee anymore, but I still need the caffeine. Right. I like really sweet things. And sometimes I forget to eat, so I'll need something rich to soften up the drink. Which special drink would satisfy all that? I know he likes matcha. We made him just straight matcha once. Because it gives him the caffeine. Oh shit. There's still a drink I haven't discovered. I bet it's that. I bet it's whatever that is. He likes sweet things. And he needs something rich to soften up the drink. The f does that mean? Alright, so let's assume green tea. And honey is the sweetest thing I could give. What does he mean by something rich? Milk? Because I know the milk hasn't always done well with him. I thought. He's not lactose intolerant. Georgie's the one that's lactose intolerant. Was it just the coffee that was the issue? Because what's in that Buzz and Bee thing? It's coffee, honey, and milk. And I thought there was something we said about the milk being a problem. Maybe not. Something rich. I don't know if I would consider any of these to be called... It's not blue pea. Something rich to soften up the drink. I don't think blue pea has caffeine in it. Green tea does. And you can't add hibiscus and blue pea together anyway. Let me see if I can make it first, Night Owl. And then I'll let you know if I need a hint. I feel like it's gotta be... Seox says, I'm guessing just make a combo you haven't done before. Trust your instincts. I'm guessing it's not anything that's here. So... It's not just a green tea latte. It's definitely not the mint thing. Brown rice with sugar. Interesting. Even if it's not stuck spine, you'll feel as if it is. I don't think that. So I'm thinking milk and honey, kind of like his buzzing bee thing, but instead of coffee, we use green tea. He likes it really sweet, right? That's what he said? I like really sweet things, so that means it's going to be honey forward. So green tea and honey, and something rich to soften up the drink. Milk is the only thing I can think of that qualifies as that. Let's see what it says. 5 stars. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Yes. Here you go, sir. Whoa. That looks nice, kid. What do you call this? Since it's made for your approval, 5 stars. How's that sound? With the quotation marks and everything? Perfection. 5 stars. Wait, is that how we put it in our thing? Quotes. 5 stars. Wait, I want to see this here. Specially ordered green tea drink, customized to match a certain reviewer's needs and taste. Good job, you've done it. That's hysterical. Truly a service worthy of Lucas's 5 stars. Cheers. See, I know things about him. Wow, that's hot. Jeez. You didn't have to drink it all at once. I think it's time for us to go. I mean, for me. Roger that. Let's get going then. See you later, Pops. Good luck with everything. You too, you two. Bye, Raven. See you again soon. Goodbye. I'm guessing... See, I'm guessing if I hadn't redone those earlier days, though, today I might not have gotten that so well, but because I remembered the buzzing bee thing and how he does really like that, I could just go off of that. So since imagine how awkward it'd be if I only got 4 stars. That's true. If I was like, I'm gonna call it 5 stars, and he's like, nah. So, just you and me now. Nothing wrong with that. I have to go soon, though. Duty calls. Sure. Why did the music... Freya! Yay! Oh my god! Why has she been gone this whole fucking game? Hello, Raven! How are you? Freya! Hey, Miss Green Hair! Hey, officer, long time no see. Heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world is a bit much. But I've been somewhere. Glad to see you here, Freya. Well, as much as I like to stay and chat, duty calls. You're just gonna dip out the minute Freya shows up? Aw, that sucks. I missed you. Well, see you later then, Georgie. Yeah. Don't forget to tell Raven the truth, okay? Later, Raven. I will. Truth about what, Freya? Let me move over there. You didn't have to move. I could have moved over. So, my buddy, my pal, my good friend. Raven, what's up? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Before you start blaming me, it was a last-minute thing. Even I didn't know I'd be back so soon. So what makes you return sooner than expected? Do most of my guests tell me when they're coming? Well, maybe I'll tell you after your drink. Watch, she's gonna be like, hey, do you remember my favorite drink from the first fucking game? Can you make that for me? Hey, do you remember? No! 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 Do you remember my first order ever? Espresso? Yep, you have a good memory. Oh, thank God. First time I was here, it was raining as hard as it is now. I thought nothing was open anymore until I saw your shop. Your espresso was one of the best coffees I've ever had. Alright, I have to recover. Thank you. One espresso for me, please. Okay. You're fucking lucky, because I swear to God. Here you go, Freya. Cup of triple shot espresso for you. Great! Again, this deep aroma and such stellar flavors. Thanks. So, mind telling me why Officer Georgie said what he said? Rihanna! Where did they go? She's definitely at that fucking place. And she has a drink in her hand. Rude. Which part? Something about telling me the truth? Ah. Well, about that. Okay. I'm leaving for a writer's residence soon. And it's really, really far away. What? I know. It was impulsive. It was something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddy sent the application from like last month, not really expecting anything. But we got accepted, and somehow it's for this year's rotation. Which means I need to pack and get ready really soon. It's not a scam, is it? Of course not. How long is it gonna be? I don't know, probably a few months? But I might try to keep traveling after that. Okay. Raven? Are you sad? Nope. Don't be sad while I'm gone, okay? I said I'm not sad. Aww. Anyway, tell me what's been happening all this time I've been gone. There should be a lot of juicy stories waiting for me, right? Oh, you have no idea. Spill it! Everything! Alright. So it started around 2 weeks ago. Alka's working in her game while Myrtle helps from time to time. She looks mostly like she's sleeping, but that's okay. They're a good team. Silver and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearl appears in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney, and the Mongolian steppe. Hyde's reputation as a dreamy, sensitive wedding photographer spread around all of Seattle. And Gala is fond of qualifying him in those exact terms, to Hyde's obvious displeasure and secret joy. Lua and Bailey's bought a little house with large windows, a small garden, and an extra bedroom. Bailey's has been using it as a workspace, but it stands ready to fulfill a whole other function when the time is right. The Nekochel X-Army collaboration was a success as a new single is released on time. Even though the reviews are mixed, her true fans love it, and that's all that matters, she said. In spite of its impromptu nature, their first vlogcast was a success, especially with Rachel's appearance boosting the views. Lucas's team joined the production a few episodes later, and they're thinking about eventually covering their home states and communities. Word of mouth spread the story of the accident, resulting in a combination of history and urban legend. A petition that was created to memorialize the site, which was successfully included in the area renewal process. Yay! We did it! And I don't care if we don't serve food, okay? And she had a drink there, and she said she wasn't going to drink at that other stupid place. Just saying. She could have at least, like, just gone to eat at her house. Nice story game. Yeah! We did it. Everyone's happy. Happy pappies. Maybe she got her tea to go. Maybe. To be honest, even if they hadn't given me a hint, I probably would have given her something basic, because she's like the first character in the first game, but still. Megabar said if they did the third game, maybe you would have to serve drinks and food, probably. Something about the cat, you missed it too the first time. I know it had two different colored eyes. I kept trying to remember to look to see if its eyes match somebody else's eyes, but I don't think so. What are we supposed to learn from the cat? No, that was great. It was perfect timing. I was like, there's something about the cat. I missed it too the first time. And I'm like, oh, what was it? And then I was like, I don't know. Well, thanks for that riveting information. I couldn't do anything with the cat. I never got a chance to serve it. So I don't know if there was something else that could have affected the cat. Yeah, see, except the cat never entered. And you, oh, thanks. I love when a game thanks me at the end. It makes me feel special. Yeah, the cat never interacts with me, so I don't know if there's anything else that I can do that affects the cat, or... Miss Riona, hello again. Hello. I dropped something here a long time ago, so I'm here to get it. Oh? Well, what item was it? It's fine. I've got it. It was right under the seat. Really? Huh. I just made sure to check everything before closing, too. There are times when we simply miss things. Particularly if it is a task that we have performed numerous times. That's true. I guess it's a sign for me to double check everything. It may, or it may not be. I have a feeling you will find something of interest either way. There's even the possibility of gaining a complete understanding of everything. Or everyone. Pardon? I didn't quite catch that. Have a good evening, Raven. Oh, okay. Have a safe trip, Miss Riona. I didn't like that. Huh. Oh well, looks like no one else will be coming tonight. Might as well go check on... What was that? It sounded like it came from inside the drawer. The cat? What the... The missing items, they're here. But they vanished a while ago. Now what is really going on? You've seen part of the image, but there are still many details to discover. I think that being about you're like, why is the text changing blue? That was the game's not so subtle way of being like, replay the game. They're just telling you to replay the game so that you get more story and all that. So you have to play it multiple times if you want to see everything. Nettles, I was going to tell you something I discovered that you didn't. Yes, please. Tell me all the things. Because Lord knows I'm not going to have time to replay the game, probably. I think I did get all of the good endings, at least. One way to find out. Unlocked all the special drinks. I find it interesting that you can't unlock all the special drinks until the very effing end. Give Lucas all the correct drinks. Okay, so I forget to give him back his lighter. That was the one thing I never forgot was the lighter, because, jeez. So yeah, there's the other two inspirational drinks you can give Rachel, for the songs. Or you could fail to inspire her at all. That sounds awful. Unlock the whole album. You'd have to play the game 3 times to do that. Spend a total of 1 hour making latte art? Are you kidding me? Complete the story mode with the least amount of points possible. You just purposely give everybody trash drinks. Listen to all the songs. Why does it make it look like I've listened to none of the songs? Serve 50 correct drinks in a single... Oh, challenge mode. Nidal said, I had a conversation with Silver where he said, clearly I succeeded on my mission or you would not be here. So we're his kid? Because Amanda referred to us as offspring once too. So we're Silver and Pearl's child from the future. Interesting. And obviously at some point we left the hive mind. So weird. I'm so bad with timey-wimey stuff, you know? God, could you imagine if we didn't help them? If you could you imagine you give Silver the wrong drink or you don't save him from the agent and you just disappear? Oh, I'm sure it is in general over time, but still, I cannot spend that because I have a little bit of it, which means, you know, I've spent some time doing the latte art, but oh my god, there's 10 hidden achievements. So I still didn't, so I did good, but I didn't give Lucas all the correct drinks. Interesting. Provide Rihanna with poor service until she no longer shows up. I'm kind of curious about some of these hidden achievements. Give Lucas's contact info or the fidget spinner to Rachel. Oh, interesting. Complete Georgie's good story arc. What did I do? I didn't get Georgie's story arc? Oh, well, I got his... No, said you just need to do endless mode and make latte art until you get the achievement. No kidding. I got his good ending with the other two. So I wonder if to get that achievement you have to get his good ending separately. Give Gala the fidget spinner. So there's an achievement for everyone you give the fidget spinner to. They probably don't want it and give it back, I would imagine. Yeah, so I got Remembrance. Complete Georgie, Lucas, and Riona's best story arc simultaneously. So in order to get that other one, you have to do it alone. It's kind of weird. Oh, there's good and then there's normal. There's good story arcs and then normal story arcs and then bad story arcs. So you could have like 3 endings for with everyone. Interesting. Finish his incomplete story arc. What the f does that even mean? Oh yeah, there's something with the cat. Reunite Tofu with his owner. How? Who's his owner? How do you do that? Is he the agent's cat? Is that what it is? I just have to stop scaring the agent away. There are various paths to follow. The first day he shows up is the same day that Agent is there. Oh, look. There, yeah. Yeah. It is Agent, isn't it? He shows up every time Agent is there. So maybe there at the end, if I hadn't scared the agent away somewhere in there, you can reunite with the cat. Half human, half alien. Weird. Weird, but why? But why? This is the real question. I wonder how that affects me. And there's time remind me to stop going. I wonder how that affects the hive mind situation. Interesting. Almost makes you want to like play the first one again and then play this one again. Just to get all the information. Anyway, we've been going on kind of long. Take his glasses off so we can see the fucking cat, maybe. We do need a third game. This one like just came out though, so it's gonna be a while, I'm sure, before we get another one. But anyway, we've gone long, so I'm definitely going to stop here. We can continue to discuss Coffee Talk in the Discord, of course, if people want to. As always, I appreciate everyone's here today. I love the Coffee Talk games. I want more. I want more of it. Because it's just so good. Don't know what I'll be playing next week, but I'm sure I'll be playing something. Now's your time, your chance. If you want to redeem for me to play something specifically off of my 2-stream list. If not, I'll just pick it. As always, I appreciate everyone's here, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye!